Hey guys, so it's been a while since I've done a tutorial and I wanted to add one that shows you 3 different ways to do pockets for your journaling and paper crafting. So I'm going to show you this pocket, and then this one as well, and it has multiple tuck spots in there. And that's like the smaller version, so you can kind of see what it looks like. And then we have this one as well, and it's got a tuck spot there, there, and then a hidden one in the back. So I will show you how to make those, and we will go ahead and get started. All right, so we're going to start with these pockets. You're going to need a piece of paper. You will want a way to cut out like a circle, whether that's a stencil or something round like a plate that you have. Scissors, and then if you want some distressing ink, and then some glue. So first I'm going to take the paper that I'm going to use, and today I'm just using a pot holder for my circle. I'm going to place it where I want it on the paper and then draw a circle around it so that I can cut it out. And then when I'm cutting, I am cutting kind of just inside my marking. If you're going to distress, you're going to hide your pencil or pen mark anyway, but if you're not and you're going to leave it the way that it is, just cut just inside that line all the way around. Once you have it cut out, you're going to take it, the 2 sides of the circle, depending on what the orientation that you want of your paper, and you're going to fold each of those sides in so that they're just about touching in the middle, just like this, and then crease down, and then you'll see that those kind of open without overlapping. And then you're going to fold up the bottom, and you can fold this like towards the top, halfway down. You can make a short pocket, kind of however you want. I kind of usually go like an inch down from the top, but it's totally up to you. And then you go ahead and you open it back up, and you're going to take your scissors, and along that crease mark to the next crease mark, you're going to cut a line. So you're not going all the way through, you're just going up until the crease mark, just like that. So you've got 2 little flaps there. And then we're going to go ahead and glue down the bottom. So I use a fine tip applicator with 3-in-1 glue. It dries really fast. It's good for book pages. And then I'm just going to do a line at the bottom of each of the flaps and then fold it in to glue it down. Make sure you're only doing the bottom, otherwise you're going to close off the pocket area. And then I'm going to go ahead and use my distress ink and distress around the edges before I do the next part. It's just a little bit easier to do this as you go. So the next step, I'm going to fold that up, and then I'm going to fold the flaps inside, so the opposite direction of what we originally had folded them. And then you'll see that that creates that additional pocket in the front. Making sure all the creases are straight, and then I'm going to go ahead and add glue on the back side, and I'm going to do up the sides and then across the bottom and then glue that down. And then next, I'm going to open up the flaps, and just like you did before, you're doing 1 line of glue along the bottom so that you're not going to close off that pocket, and then go ahead and press down. And then once it's all glued down, it's done. I'm going to go ahead and finish the distressing, and then you can add embellishments, create tuck-ins, and then make it your own. Next, we're going to do this pocket. It's one of the easiest ones that we do, and it's really quick. All you need is a rectangle piece of paper and then glue, and then any embellishments that you want to decorate it with. But that's it, paper and glue. So I'm going to go ahead and take my piece of paper, and I am going to fold it so that I'm creating 2 triangle peaks at the top. And I usually use the typography to make it straight, and then I'll kind of run my thumb across the bottom because I'm going to curl it, and it'll just kind of pre-program the paper to curl. And then all you do is wrap it around and then tuck it into that crease there, making sure that it's straight, and then flatten it and crease along the sides. And then you can cut off the top and make it a straight line across the top. Otherwise, you can leave it with the peaks. It's totally your preference. I usually cut the top off mine and make it a complete square, but that's totally up to you. And then we just have to do a bead of glue along the bottom to close off that bottom pocket. And then once that is done and dry, you can go ahead and distress and embellish. And it's as simple as that. So this is the most complicated one for today, so the best for last. You're going to need a rectangle piece of paper, a ruler, scissors, and a pencil or ink pen to mark your marks. Depending on the size that you want, you most likely want your paper fairly big because you're going to fold it down into thirds. So I'm going to take my piece of paper, and with my ruler, I'm going to mark 3 equal spaces. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold the paper into that line and then do the same thing so that I'm essentially creating 3 rectangles in one piece of paper. Once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and take my ruler again, and I'm going to mark down halfway on one of the shorter sides. And then I'm going to take my ruler and put my ruler on that halfway hash, and then to the first crease that I made, and draw a line. Just remember, you're going from that first crease, crossing another crease to your halfway mark. And then you're going to go ahead and cut that piece completely off. Save that piece because we're going to use it later. And then we're going to go ahead and accordion fold this piece of paper. And so you'll already see you've got 2 of your pockets. I'm going to go ahead and glue an L shape to glue down the first layer. So along the side and then along the bottom. And then go ahead and press that down until it's dry. And then next I'm going to open up and do the same thing, glue along the side and along the bottom to finish that second pocket, and then press down until it's dry. Now we're going to take that paper that we already cut off, and then we're going to place it on the top, and we're going to glue it down to create our third pocket. So I'm doing a bead of glue on both sides and on the bottom, and then going to press it down and wait for it to dry. And then once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and flip over that last little scrap. Some people cut it off, but I like to have a little hidden pocket in the back. And then you're just going to go ahead and do a bead of glue on the bottom, fold it over, let it dry, and you have a little pocket in the back as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and distress, and you can decorate it. You can add your tuck-ins, create your tuck-ins, make it your own, however you like, and have fun with it. So those are my 3 go-to quick pockets. They're easy to make. They don't require a ton of supplies. You can do it while you're watching TV. They're some of my favorite easy ones to create. I hope you like this video.